Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today I've got some very sad news about one of the women whose stories I covered in the family court corruption case in Westchester, New York, Catherine Casanov. Let's get into it. Back in 2021, I wrote this story on pjmedia.com. I will link it in the description below so you can go and read the whole thing. Family court psychologists sued in New York for reprogramming children and labeling mom a parental alienator. The story of Catherine Casanov is really terrible. She was an attorney who had a long career spanning from the U.S. Attorney's Office in New York to the governor's office. But when she got into family court, it destroyed her life. Now, I wrote about this, about the custody evaluators and the psychologists who colluded together to hand her children to her husband, who is a high-powered attorney in Westchester. And it seemed like nothing could be done. And this man, Dr. Abrams, by the way, is a real pill. Look at this guy. He had been accused credibly of sexually inappropriate behavior with more than one female client. His Facebook posts are seriously misogynistic and hateful towards Republicans. He calls everyone he doesn't like whores and prostitutes. I know this video is going to be demonetized because there's a lot of words I have to use so send a super thanks if you can. But like he would put pictures of women giving BJs on Facebook and stuff, just really bizarre. Dr. Susan Adler was one of the psychologists who did bad things to Casanov as well. Just read the whole article because you won't believe what happened. Well, the update in the case is really very sad. Let's go over to Ms. Magazine. Remembering Catherine Casanov and continuing the fight for fair U.S. child custody outcomes. Why would a brilliant attorney and mother of three take her own life? Because the dysfunctional U.S. family court system took her kids and drove her, like so many others, over the edge. Now, Catherine posted this on her Facebook page the other day, about a week ago. It said, "This is a story that ends with my own assisted death in Switzerland. Its lead up has been published for years on Facebook, in Ms. Magazine, and in other media. The New York court system is responsible for this outcome and should be held accountable for ruining the lives of my children, me, and so many other similarly situated protective parents, mostly mothers who have tried to stand up against abuse but were labeled liars, mentally ill, and then treated like criminals." I can't even tell you how it felt to receive this email in my inbox from a woman I have spent countless hours on the phone with, interviewing, getting her story, getting the stories of others who were stuck in the same situation as she was. I have countless hours of these recorded phone calls with her, and the system is so corrupt that it causes not only parents to give up in the face of this corruption that includes judges, guardians ad litem, court psychologists. It includes so many people, and it causes parents to give up and lose hope. But it doesn't just cause them to give up, it causes journalists to give up. I have covered these stories for 10, 15 years, and I no longer have the stomach to do it. I can't do it. I can't get another email in my inbox from somebody who tells me that they're ending their own lives because of this. No matter what noise I make, no matter how viral my stories go, it doesn't make one damn bit of difference. Not one judge has been held accountable. Not one guardian ad litem has been put in jail. Not one court psychologist who falsified diagnoses, giving women borderline personality disorder when they don't really have it so that they can accuse them of parental alienation. Not one of those doctors has gone to jail. Mark Abrams is still out there doing what he does. James Reed in St. Louis, Missouri, he's still out there doing what he does, falsely diagnosing women in order to put them at a disadvantage in court. And this is being done to fathers as well. It's not just women, it's men as well. The court system is totally screwed. And for those of us who have been covering this situation and others like it, we're tired because no one listens. And then the people caught up in it end their lives. She's not the first, and she won't be the last. Chris Mackney was bullied to death, and he was caught in the family court system as well. You can read about that. Michael Volpe's written a book. We need U.S. attorneys to investigate family court. We need cameras in every courtroom. And until that happens, I don't know how I can possibly cover these cases anymore without wanting to end up in Switzerland myself. So read the articles. I will link the Ms. Magazine article below. I will link the one that I wrote below. And please send some prayers for Catherine's family, for her little girls. She has 3 little girls who will not see her again. Mm, 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 mm.